Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's meditation. My name is Purnima Kirby, and I'll be your fellow journeyer through tonight's meditation. I am a professional actress and a teacher, and I've also been meditating pretty much since I was a little child. I was fortunate enough to be introduced to Sahaja Yoga meditation by my parents, who meditated even before I was born. So it's funny, sometimes people will ask me, how can you be an actress and also a meditator? Because acting and theater seems like it's all about drama. And meditation is a place where, we try and escape from the drama of our lives, and it's a pretty chill space. So people sometimes wonder how those two things can go together. And they actually go together really well, because if you bring that state of meditation with you through the drama of your life, then you can enjoy that play and you can laugh at that play all along the journey. And you can be also in a state where you don't get buffeted by the storms of life so much, but instead just enjoy the journey. So that's kind of the theme of tonight's meditation. And I think we can just go ahead and get started. I know a lot of folks here are returnees, but I will still go over what we're doing for anyone who's a bit newer. So hopefully you have a nice foot soak set up. It can be a bowl of water, cool or a little bit warm, whatever works for you, and a little rinse bucket and some salt in your foot soak bucket. So let's go ahead and sit comfortably with our bowl. And we can start by raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves in the bandhan of protection. So your left hand is going to raise in front of your body. Your right hand is going to wrap around it, almost as if you're spooling thread. And together your hands will raise to the crown of your head and tie a symbolic knot. The second time, we'll repeat this and tie 2 knots. And the third time, 3. Establishing our attention at the crown of our head and welcoming this state of meditation. To give a bandhan, our left hand stays open on our lap. The right hand starts from the left and makes an arc over and back, a total of 7 times. You can rest your left hand open on your lap. And we're just going to give a bandhan to the water where we're about to put our feet. What this does is it activates the water to absorb not just whatever physical dirt is on our feet, but any heaviness or stuff we don't need that is spiritually inside us. So you're going to do a circle like this over the water. And then you can put your feet inside. You can sit comfortably. Usually we foot soak with our eyes open. So let your gaze be softly open, perhaps looking towards this candle here. We can take a deep breath and hold it for a moment. And then slowly let it out. Let's repeat that a few times, holding your breath in for a moment, and after you exhale, holding it out for a moment. Just seeing if you find a little bit of silence in between each breath. Hopefully your mind is starting to grow more silent. Actually, even a moment of silence in the mind is such a relief. So when you find it, welcome it and see if it can slowly extend. Let's put our right hand next to us, pointing towards the earth. And in our hearts, invite the earth to receive and cleanse any heaviness from our left channel. I believe many of you have learned the Sanskrit mantras for a few simple things. If you haven't, don't worry, just listen and enjoy. But for those of you who know it, let's take the mantra to Shri Ganesha one time. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Just notice how you feel. You can think of the mantra as like this little, in a way, a mantra is like a little play or a little line of a play. And it means welcome, and it means dedication. By making these sweet little sounds, we are welcoming and dedicating to that quality within us. So we'll try out another mantra, which is Shri Mahakali Bhairava. And that's for our left channel. So with your attention, you can also welcome the quality of softness and ease and enjoyment which the left channel brings to us. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And just see how that feels for you. We can bring our right hand back onto our lap with the hand facing up and lift the left hand so that the palm is facing over our shoulder. As we know by now, this is a lovely position for releasing any heat or stress out of our right channel. So we can enjoy that release. And again, we can take a sweet mantra for this right channel, which is Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana. And as we do so, let's put attention on the quality of you could say the vivacity or the liveliness that we feel when the right side is in balance. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And just see how you feel. You can gently lower the left hand back to the lap and use your right hand to just draw a line up the center of your body. Having balanced the left and right channel, now we get to enjoy being in the center channel. And hopefully you can feel a lightening as all the sort of dust and rumble of your day is getting sucked down into this nice water. Now we can go ahead and finish off the foot soak portion of our meditation. So what I like to do is just kind of brush my hands off into the foot soak bucket, get rid of any remaining cobwebs. And you can even brush off your legs. And now I'm going to take my little jar of rinse water and rinse off my feet. If you have a towel handy, you can dry your feet. And we definitely want to dump this water into the toilet and nowhere else, because now it's all full of the gunk that we've gotten rid of. But if you want to do that right now, you can. Or what I'm going to do with mine is I'm just going to set it aside for the moment and do that after. So I'm doing the same thing I did at the beginning, this little circle over the water, just to kind of keep the gunk there. Kind of like putting a cap on a jar. And then I'm going to set it aside. Once you've done that, you can settle back into a nice comfortable position with your hands open on your lap and with your attention established here at the crown of your head. So I'm going to share with you now a few quotes from one of my favorite playwrights, William Shakespeare. He is actually known in Sahaja Yoga not just as a playwright, but as what's called an avadut, which means a saint, really, a person who, even though he was a playwright, had within his soul a meditative quality where he was above the slings and arrows of the world, to quote him. So I know some people have had scary experiences with Shakespeare in school, so don't be afraid. Just see if you can be washed in his words and use them as a meditative instrument. And I'll give some little explanations as we go along. Shakespeare wrote in the rhythm of the human heartbeat. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. He wrote in that heartbeat because I think he wanted to invite that playfulness of the rhythm that we have within us, that human journey that we're all on. So you can put your attention on your Muladhara Chakra, which is the one that's at the base of your spine, even below your Kundalini energy. By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. By innocence I swear. The quality of the Muladhara is innocence, and it gives this quality of oneness. One heart, one truth. It gives us confidence, our innocence. So with your attention on your Muladhara, you can say inside yourself the affirmation, I am innocent, and I'm confident in my innocence. Now you can raise your attention to your Swadhisthana Chakra, which is just beneath your belly button. And you can put your hand there if you want. Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage. Princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. So the Swadhisthana has the quality of fire. That's its element. It's the fire of our imagination, the fire of enlightened attention. Shakespeare speaks about the brightest heaven of invention, and what he's describing is what happens when our attention is enlightened. There's an expansion. Later in this same speech, he describes how when our attention is kind of locked down, it's like this little wooden O, which is like the stage that he's stuck on. But that when the attention, when the imagination expands, that little tiny stage can hold the vastest field. And that's what becomes of our attention when it rises to this point of thoughtless awareness. It becomes this vast field on which we can watch the play. We get expanded. So we can say inside ourselves a little prayer to our mother energy, to our Kundalini. Please enlighten my attention. Please expand the field of my attention. Give me that muse of fire. Now let's raise our attention to our Nabhi chakra, which is the one that is right there on the belly button, the middle of your body. When you speak, sweet, I'd have you do it ever. When you do sing, I'd have you buy and sell so. So give alms, pray so, and for the ordering of your affairs, to sing them too. When you do dance, I wish you a wave of the sea. That you might ever do nothing but that. When you do dance, I wish you a wave of the sea. It's so beautiful. This is what Florizel says to his beloved. In one of my favorite plays. And he's describing the quality of the Nabhi chakra, which is that it flows. The Nabhi is the place of peace, it's the place of balance. But there's sometimes this misconception that peace is static, or that balance is stodgy. But it's not, it flows. It flows like the waves of the sea. And the generosity of the Nabhi, which is also one of the qualities, is that it's generous like the sea, which doesn't get attached to the shore. The tide flows in and then it flows out. And when our Nabhi is healthy, this is the relationship we have with all of our material possessions, because everything dances, everything flows, and we feel that everything is to express our love. So with our attention here, we can pray to our mother energy. Let me have a Nabhi that flows with peace and generosity. Let's raise our hands to our heart now. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. It is mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch, better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above his sceptered sway. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself, and earthly power doth then show likest God's, when mercy seasons justice. So with our attention on our heart, we can ask inside for this quality of mercy, this quality of compassion. Sometimes it can be hard to express or feel compassion because we might feel, well, who has compassion for me? Who has mercy on my heart? But as Shakespeare says, the quality of mercy is not strained. It's not restrained. And it blesses him that gives and him that takes, because when we express our compassion and our mercy, that compassion flows back through our heart. So you can see how this quality of flow that we talked about at the Navi also flows up into the heart and makes our heart generous and compassionate. So we can say with our hand here, Mother, please give me a generous, merciful, compassionate heart. We can raise our hand to the Vishudi Chakra, which is the throat. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man, in his time, plays many parts. All the world's a stage. So Shakespeare talks here about all the parts that people play. When you're a child, you play this role of being a child. When you're adult, maybe you play a role of a teacher, or a worker, or a soldier, or a mother. And when you grow old, maybe you play the part of being an old man, or an old woman. It's all a stage, it's all a part. So the quality of this chakra here is that we play all these parts. We use our voice to correct or to love or to tell the truth, to be sweet and to be strong. But within us is this witness, this audience that is watching the play, that's watching this world that is a stage. And it allows us to enjoy the parts that even we play while remembering that it's a play. So we can pray here with our hand on this lovely Vishudi Chakra. Mother, please make me a witness of the play. Now you can raise your hand to your forehead right here. This is the Agnya Chakra. How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here will we sit and let the sounds of music creep in our ears. Soft stillness and the night becomes the touches of sweet harmony. Sit. Look how the floor of heaven is thick inlaid with patterns of bright gold. There's not the smallest orb which thou beholdest, which in his motion, like an angel sings, still choiring to the young-eyed cherubims. Such harmony is in immortal souls, but whilst this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. So in Shakespeare's day, they believed that the stars made music. But because the stars are so subtle, shining up there in the sky, and human beings kind of live these very messy lives, we can't hear the stars. And in this passage, he's dreaming of that kind of subtlety, that kind of elevation of our attention, whereby this sweet harmony becomes audible, sensible to us. We become attuned to the subtle beauty of these shining orbs. And it's a metaphor for what happens when we go into thoughtless awareness, because in that moment, we become attuned to the shining orbs, which are our chakras within us. And we become attuned to the harmony of our being. So with our attention here, we can pray inside ourselves for this quality of thoughtless awareness, of attunement to that elevated harmony. Let's raise our attention to our Saserara Chakra, which is at the crown of the head, and press the center of your palm against the center of your head strongly, with your fingers extended like this. You can massage this lovely seventh center. Music. Awake her, strike. 'Tis time. Descend, be stone no more. Approach. Strike all that look upon with marvel. Come. I'll fill your grave up. Stir, nay, come away. Bequeath to death your numbness. For from him, dear life redeems you. Dear life, dear life redeems you. At the end of the play, The Winter's Tale, a lost daughter gets reunited with her mother. But her mother is like this frozen statue. And the daughter looks at her and wishes that she would come awake and come to life. And then, by magic, the music awakens this mother. And all the numbness, all the frozenness of that statue melts away. And she becomes this living, flowing, blessing mother. In that moment, she prays that heaven will pour from its vessels all the graces, all the blessings onto her child's head. And this is a symbol of what this motherly energy within us does and wishes for us. So you can rest both hands on your lap and just meditate for a moment with your attention on this awakened mother within you, which wants the best for you, which wants all the graces to flow onto your head. Let's meditate in silence for one moment. And we can now listen to an excerpt of one of Shri Mataji's talks.
So nothing seems to be normal for people who think too much. And the another side is where they don't think at all, absolutely lethargic organs also. So there are two types of human beings, one on the right side, one on the left side. Those who are sitting and crying and weeping about their past, I had a very nice time and now it's horrid, I had very good parents and now a horrid husband, sort of thing goes on and on and on. At that time they become left-sided. So we have two types of people, one who are thinking of the future and those who are thinking of the past. Both the sides are nourished or looked after by what we call the left and right sympathetic nervous system. The left looks after the left side and the right looks after the right side. But if we somehow or other get into the center, then we do not suffer from any one of these troubles. Our attention is, say, like this sari, I'll show you. Like this it moves up and it pulls all our attention in the center through the kundalini till it pierces through the seventh center. And then we are in the center. Once we come in the center, we are absolutely there where we are in moderation. We know how far to go with everything, and we lead a very peaceful, nice life. We accept the life with great joy as it is. We don't hanker. We have no greed left. There's no lust left, but we enjoy the sex life we have in a sane way. We enjoy all the material things in the best way possible. For example, now see, this is a carpet lying down here. When I wash this, it's so beautiful. But when I wash this and start thinking about it now, how much it must have cost. Of course, if it belongs to me, then it's a headache, because already I will start seeing if there are any spots, whether it is insured or not. And if somebody has spoiled it. But supposing it doesn't belong to me, thank God, if that's so. Then also I'll think how much it must have cost. I might feel jealous, oh, I should have one like this, I don't have. From what shop the lady must have bought it, I must go there and get it. All these thoughts will be coming into my head, not the beauty of the carpet. But when this kundalini rises and crosses over this center of Christ, then your thoughts become quiet. You become a personality which we call as in the status of thoughtless awareness, where you are aware but no thought. Because we think of the future and we think of the past, but we cannot be in the present. But in thoughtless awareness, we are in present. There's no thought. And then the whole thing, that is the beauty that was created by the Creator, the joy that was put into it starts pouring onto you. And you start enjoying. Just enjoying, not thinking about it. Just seeing, not saying anything. No reaction. Just watching. And the whole of it just pours down. So this is the state when it comes to your thinking becomes limited, and then your Swadhisthana Chakra gets settled down. It gets also nourished by Kundalini. And that is how most of your problems are solved, because every center, when it goes out of order, it creates the so-called human problems. But Kundalini rising means it integrates all of them. Once you are a realized soul, your mind won't argue with your heart, with your liver, your brain, but in a very integrated manner you will enjoy everything. You become a witness to a drama. Like there's a drama going on, you watch the drama and you are involved into it. But once the drama is over, then you say, oh, I'm here, I'm just a spectator, I'm not in the drama. In the same way, the whole thing becomes like a drama and you are away from it. Your problems are like waves. They rise and fall. But once you are in the boat, you can see them clearly and you can solve them. But in case you know how to swim, you can jump in and save others from drowning. This is the third stage where you have to rise. In that stage we call it as the doubtless awareness, is called as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. They talk of yoga, this thing, Hatha Yoga and all that. What is Hatha Yoga? Ashtangas, there are 8-fold things, out of which this exercises is just a wee bit. And that too is to be applied only when the Kundalini rises, when there is a problem. But here the way we take this Hatha Yoga is something like a medicine box. The whole of that without paying any attention to our spirit. It's for the spiritual growth, not for physical. Because if you see the book of Patanjali, which is so big as that, there he has discussed only what I am telling you today, and not these things that you stand on your head or you walk like this or you jog like that. These things come up as a craze, and we are very vulnerable to all these things. But if you just look back, you will see this is all entrepreneurs' stuff. They are just trying to befool us. Not only the gurus, but also the entrepreneurs. They are trying to befool us. They tell us now, you must jog, because then you must have jogging suits, you must have jogging shoes, you must have jogging this and jogging that, and you pay for it. All the time they are suggesting, this is the fashion now. Start a fashion with the tight pants now, then they develop varicose veins, now so loose pants. It's just a way of befooling simple, good people, taking advantage of them. And we are slaves. But all these things finish off once you get your realization, you understand these things very well, and you know these crooks. And you don't play into their hands. There's no need. There's no need to go on wasting your energy in changing your dresses, changing everything morning till evening, and making a heap of plastic which cannot be burnt, which cannot be done. You become really sensible, wise, righteous, beautiful, dynamic, compassionate people, in the real sense of the word. And your priorities become so sensible that you are amazed at yourself, how have I become like this? Then we have artists, we have painters, we have all kinds of people in Sahaja Yoga who have really prospered in their own profession. Doctors have prospered in their own profession. But they are extremely humble, compassionate, sensible. And they are spirit oriented, not money oriented. And then the money flows. You don't have to worry about money. Once you are spirit oriented, money is at your feet. Knowledge is at your feet. Everything at your feet. Because you are blessed. We have lost the faith in the blessings of God because we are away from Him. But in His kingdom, you'll be surprised how it works. It's miraculous. It's miraculous. Every small little need is looked after. And at every small point, you see the hand of the divine trying to help you.
Let's keep meditating in silence for a few moments. Just absorbing Mother's words. So before we finish, I'd like to invite you to try a little exercise with me. This is something that I do before I go on stage, actually. So, keeping this meditative state, if you like, you can stand up. And wherever you're standing, you can imagine that where you are is backstage. You're behind the nice curtain. But when you take one step forward, you will be stepping onto the stage. And you can name that stage with one of the roles that you play in your life. It could be the stage of your work, of your motherhood or fatherhood. It could be the stage of a difficult conversation you have to have. And before you step onto this stage, just put your attention into the Saserara, into your meditation. And you can say something that I say before I go on stage, which is, I am not the actor. I'm not the doer. You are the actor. You are the doer. And the you that you are addressing is, you could say, the divine energy or the motherly force of love that flows through you. So that you get this feeling that you're an instrument, you're a vessel. So again, the phrase to say is, you are the doer. You are the actor. I do nothing and you do everything. It's a little fun trick to play on yourself, because when you let the energy be the actor, then you get to be the audience, even when you step on stage. So when you feel that sense of surrender within yourself, that sense of openness to whatever's going to happen, go ahead and take one step forward. And just have your eyes open. You can have your hands open at either side. And take a nice deep breath. And feel your willingness to be seen and to see, to be heard and to listen, to be loved and to love. And see if you can identify with the part within you, which is this audience, this little curious self that's saying, what's going to happen next on this stage? What's going to happen? And even if you feel a sense of nervousness or a sense of uncertainty, see if you can enjoy even that. It's part of the play. Wow, what's going to happen on this stage of motherhood or this stage of work or whatever your stage is that you've picked? And then if you like, you can take a little bow and take a step back into the nice wings behind the curtains and sit back down into your meditation with your hands open on your lap. And just record this little exercise if you like. You can use it before you have to go onto a stage that maybe scares you, like a difficult conversation or a moment that requires your courage. And I'll share a little song that I recently wrote. It doesn't have piano that goes with it yet, so I'll just sing it for you. That's on this same theme. Mother, you are the doer. You tell the story, you write the play. Mother, you are the actor. Your voice is thunder, your laugh is rain. Mother, you direct us. You weave the scene, you set the stage. Let us be light beams, every move a dance, every word a prayer, every song a song of praise, every song a song of praise, every song a song of praise. Mother, you are the poet. Your words are blossoms, your silence sky. Mother, you make the music. The notes are dancing in your eyes. Mother, you are the Maya. We're so enraptured in your smile. Let us be light beams, every move a dance, every word a prayer, every song a song of praise, every song a song of praise. I went down by the riverside, I asked these hands to open wide. Let me feel the river that runs inside to make me unafraid. Oh, make us brave. Let us be light beams, every move a dance, every word a prayer, every song a song of praise, every song a song of praise, every song a song of praise. So we can complete our meditation by once again raising our kundalini and putting ourselves in bandhan, tying a knot at the crown of the head. The second time 2, the third time 3, and putting ourselves in a nice strong bandhan of protection, over and back 7 times. So thank you so much for joining tonight's meditation. There's just a couple of announcements before we finish up. So on Thursday will be the next meditation session at the same time. And the theme is going to be on how to really have a daily routine of Sahaja Yoga. So including the evening meditation, foot soaking, and all the things that are going to really let it be suffused through your life. And also, very special, on Thursday there's going to be some sharing about a wonderful in-person intermediate seminar for intermediate meditators that happened in New Jersey just this past weekend. And I've been hearing a bit about it. It's really a beautiful thing. So I think you'll really enjoy hearing about that. And right here you can see the course schedule. Just note that there is going to be a break between August 15th and September 7th, But the foot soaks are going to continue, so please join for those. And then get excited for the next 21-day session. If you have any friends who want to jump in and join, please share with them about these sessions, because it's so nice to be able to share this meditation. I feel really nice after getting to share this with you all. So please do invite your friends. And a reminder, if you want to mentor someone who can help you in your meditation journey, please type that into the chat. Someone will connect you up with someone. And if you speak Spanish, there is a breakout room for you. Unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish, so I can't make this announcement in Spanish, but please use that. And if you'd like to meet with someone right now, please go ahead and type that into the chat. Otherwise, for anyone who'd like to stay in meditation and keep enjoying, we'll put on some music for you. So thank you again for joining, and enjoy the rest of your night.
this on the tabla.